Hey, today we're going to be looking at the Inart Bruce Wayne Rooted Edition from the Batman. The previous video was looking at the Batman itself, so this one is just going to be on Bruce Wayne. From the discussions I've seen online, this seems to be the most divisive part of the set. A lot of people don't seem to like the head sculpt. I do think in person it looks okay, but a lot of people seem to be having a problem with the hair itself. He does have the Wayne cufflinks, which is a very nice touch, and I believe these are metal. The paint is very good on this head sculpt, and for me, I can definitely see what they're going for. It does look like Robert Pattinson from some angles, and the hair is kind of accurate to the scene it's portraying, even if that isn't his best look in the film. He doesn't come with many accessories. He comes with the Corvette car keys, which is a nice touch, but then randomly they just give him some printed money, as well as the Riddler cards that you get from the Batman set as well, and some of the picket signs that people hold around him in the funeral scene. This screams to me that they didn't know what to give this figure, and I think it would have been a much better accessory to give him the leather bag that he has in the funeral scene, or even something Batman specific like the thumb drive. The base itself is very classy. I am quite a big fan of the way it looks. It feels super cheap and very hollow though, and it's also annoying to me that it's not the same shape as the Batman one. He comes with a decent arrangement of hands, and these are all in very natural poses as well as painted quite nicely. You can see he has a small cut on his knuckle as well as painted cuticles on his nails. The tailoring is good on this figure, but I found that the cuffs just aren't quite long enough to hide the wrist pegs, so I actually gave him a watch. I don't believe we ever saw that he wore a watch, but it would surprise me if he isn't wearing a watch in the scene. No watch is probably accurate because they likely had access to the costumes department. When you put him with the Batman, I do think they make a fantastic duo, but it is definitely the weaker of the two figures, obviously. When you get him into a very natural pose, I do think he can look quite lifelike, though posing is made more difficult by the magnetic base. The magnets are exclusively in the heels of his feet, meaning that he constantly wants to lean back, and when you have him in a natural pose, he seems to lean back further than you'd like. I personally don't think this is a must grab for a lot of people. It's a good figure, but in my opinion, it's probably Inart's weakest release that they've done so far. Though alongside Batman, I do think they make a great pairing.